There is a very specific physical weight to slamming a car into gear. You feel the mechanical linkage engage, the revs drop, and you are in total control. For buyers of sports cars, that connection is a non-negotiable requirement. Porsche learned this firsthand when intense customer demand practically forced them to build manual-only models, like this yellow 911 Carrera T. The demand is so strong that Porsche still offers a stick shift on their highest-performing, street-legal track cars, right alongside their lightning-fast automatics. Purists simply refuse to give it up. The traditional 6-speed H-pattern shifter requires you to coordinate your hands, your feet, and the engine's RPMs perfectly. It is a direct, physical interface between the human and the machine. The manual transmission defines the psychological profile of a true sports car. But that exact mechanical resistance is now a liability. Around the world, lawmakers are enforcing strict emissions and fuel economy regulations that leave no margin for error. This graph highlights the engineering problem. It compares the efficiency of human shifting against computer optimization. The jagged line shows how humans drive. We hold revs too long, shift late, and waste fuel. A computer needs total control to hit the strict efficiency targets required by law. As the perfectly optimized software curve smoothly overtakes the erratic human data, it visually represents an automatic transmission stepping in. An automatic shift is predictable, and predictable passes emissions testing. Then there is the push toward full electrification. Electric motors produce instant power across the board. They simply do not require multi-gear transmissions to get up to speed. Automakers are caught in a trap. Building traditional manuals risks failing emissions tests, but building nothing but automatic EVs alienates the loyal buyers who keep them in business. A newly published document from the German Patent and Trademark Office outlines Porsche's exact solution to this problem. Porsche filed this patent in August 2024 and saw it published in March 2026, marking it as a current active strategy for the electric transition. The patent describes a shifter with a split personality. It looks like a modern electronic selector, but it operates entirely without a physical clutch pedal. This design serves as a hack. It gives the computer total control over drivetrain efficiency, while tricking the driver's hands into feeling real analog engagement. This schematic illustrates the patent's interface. In Zone 1, a standard automatic layout manages emissions and traffic. When the road opens, the driver moves to Zone 2, where pushing the stick into slots triggers software that artificially generates the mechanical resistance of a manual shift. This blended approach is becoming a trend in the high-end supercar market. Koenigsegg uses a similar concept in their CC850 model. Porsche's design simplifies the idea by completely separating the automatic convenience and the manual-style selection into two distinct physical zones. The innovation focuses on a physical interface that controls a software simulation, convincing the driver they are manipulating a mechanical machine even while interacting with code. Automakers file patents constantly to protect their intellectual property, and there is no guarantee this specific shifter hits the assembly line tomorrow. But it points directly to how cars will be designed in the 2030s. We are entering a phase of design built entirely around synthetic engagement. This is the concept where software is specifically programmed to generate physical sensations that electric motors naturally lack. The sports cars of tomorrow will rely on highly sophisticated physical illusions to recreate the tactile history of driving rather than metal linkages. It is easy for purists to dismiss a software-generated shift as an imitation, but without this kind of simulation, the physical sensation of moving through gears disappears entirely from the modern road. If creating a perfect digital replica is the only way to get the mechanical joy of driving past strict emissions regulations, Porsche has found exactly how to keep the stick shift alive.